Raisins are the cell. The bread is the stuff the cells sit in. The bread generates an electrical charge. It feeds that electricity to the raisins or the cells, and that's how a cell maintains its health and ability to do its work. Dirty bread, dirty jello, toxic jello mean less electricity. Starved and suffocated cells, again, mean less electricity. Now, of course, while electricity is fundamental and important, you're not going to stick your finger in an electrical socket. That's where all these strategies that we talk about on the Brightside come into play. You can't generate electricity, literally. You can't stick your finger into an electrical socket to generate electricity, but keeping the digestive process operating correctly, eliminating the deposition of poisons into the meat, into the jello, into the bread, patching up digestive problems, deep breathing techniques, nutritional supplements are really effective because of how they improve the generation of electricity. And water is important, too, because of how it improves the generation of electricity. Essential fats are important, again, because of how they improve the generation of electrical charges. And the same is true about electrolytes, like magnesium, potassium, sodium chloride, and all. The same is true about the B vitamins as well. All of this is to say that the number one most important strategy for slowing down the aging process, for reversing the aging process visibly, on top of the body in terms of the skin, and internally in terms of the organs inside of the body, for keeping the skin wrinkle-free, for keeping the bone strong, for maintaining the solidity, the beefiness of the body, the general structure of the body, the number one most important strategy is to keep the deposition to eliminate or prevent the deposition of poisons and dirt into the jello, meat, whatever you want to call it, the bread, the matrix, through the digestive system. And that's why everybody who calls on this program, everybody I talk to, the first thing I'm going to tell you is patch up the digestive system, eliminate problem foods, especially eliminating pro-inflammatory foods. We'll continue this discussion on our next Brightside episode. Time to hit our phones, and we do have a couple lines open for you at 855-660-4261. Dave in Michigan, what is up? Welcome to the Brightside.
Good morning, Ben.
Good morning.
First, I'd like to thank you for the canister of BTT that you sent me.
Oh, you bet. You bet.
Yeah, I'm the guy that lost 105 pounds. My wife lost 100. My daughter lost 71.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. You've been very instrumental in my family's health recovery.
I appreciate it. Hey, Dave, I got a call today, or I got a text today from somebody, Jake, texted me in Missouri, I believe, and he said he had a gal who wanted to lose a bunch of weight, but she didn't like the taste of the BTT. Why don't you, hopefully Jake is listening, and maybe his friend is listening, what would you tell him?
Well, I'll tell you what, you got to stick it out. When I first started taking the BTT, I didn't really care for it. I was guzzling it down and running to the bathroom 5 minutes later. But I stuck it out, and the more I drank it, and I diluted it more, but the more I drank it, the more I crave it.
That's great.
But it's all about, the 10 bad foods. We went gluten-free, and we pretty much are grain-free. We don't do the gluten-free.
It's not just gluten.
In the store. Right.
The problem with gluten-free is you got all these products, these processed food products that may be gluten-free, but like you say, they got other things in them. It's not just gluten.
Yeah, we don't eat processed food anymore. It's all organic. We eat meat, vegetables, and fruit. And then the longevity products we thrive on.
Nice. And you've been keeping the weight off, I take it.
Yes, sir.
Good job. How can I help you today?
Well, my neighbor, you don't got a fire going on there, do you?
No, I don't.
Wow.
Studio is downtown, so there's all kinds of noise here.
Well, my neighbor, he had a stroke about in 2006, and he fully recovered. He's been on type 2 diabetic. He's on insulin and metformin. He's got high blood pressure. He's on blood thinners, Plavix.
Holy moly.
And
how old did you say? How old is he?
69.
Okay.
He weighs 210.
They're trying to kill the poor guy.
Pardon me?
What? You said they're trying to kill him with all that medicine. 210, 5'9"?
Yeah. And he's interested in the longevity products. And I kind of know what to give him, but I just want some guidance.
Let me give you some ideas. All right, he's clearly got blood sugar problems. If he's not a diagnosed diabetic, he's still a diabetic. And then also he's probably got some digestive health issues too. So first things first. And the good news is this sounds like a very sick guy. And the sicker you are, the faster you recover. And that's the good news. That's the great gift of health and nutrition. The sicker we are, the more weight we need to lose, the more work we need, the faster we can turn it around. And this guy sounds like he's in bad shape, which is good news because it means he can turn things around really quickly. Number one, get him on the BTT, stat, pronto, right away, as soon as he can. If he has a problem, and he may have a problem absorbing some of those nutrients, you're going to have him sip on the stuff slowly. Okay, so sip on the BTT all day long. That alone is going to make a huge difference for him. Make sure that he's getting enough, that he's processing his fats correctly and getting enough essential fatty acids. Get him on the ultimate EFAs. Have him use three times a day, 9 a day, and have him use the essential fatty acids with meals. That will increase the absorption of the essential fatty acids. I'd be using apple cider vinegar after all his meals as well. Don't forget the deep breathing techniques. It sounds like his body's under major stress. The deep breathing techniques will tell the body it's safe. That's the most important thing. In fact, that's really what this whole thing is about. Nutrition, working with the digestive system, stabilizing the blood sugar. All of these are strategies for telling the body it is safe. The body will not heal. The body will not recover. The body will not access or maximize its regenerative capacity if it thinks its survival is threatened. So you got to send the biochemical message. You got to tell the body it's safe. You can tell the body it's safe verbally too. You can talk to your body, but aside from that, you can tell the body it's safe by using nutrition, by using deep breathing techniques. Tell the body its survival is not being threatened. There's a couple more things I want to tell you. So hang tight. Don't go away. Dave in Michigan, if you're on hold, we'll get to you as well. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Brightside on the Genesis Communication Network. We will be back with more good health information right after this.
Hello, it's Tom Chenault from The Tom Chenault Show. We are experts in home-based business and residual income. We show people how to make money from their home, either part-time or full-time. And in partnership with Genesis Communication Network, we've organized a team to fight back about people not having money, time, or health. And we need your help. What we want you to do is, if you've got an interest in building an organization to fight back against people taking our money, taking our time, and taking our health, we want to talk to you. All you need to do is call this number, 855-308-8326. Again, all you want to do is call 855-308-8326. You can make a tremendous amount of money and end up fighting for a great cause. Please call us right now.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, listen carefully. Sweeping changes to IRS policies will help more people than ever eliminate their tax debts once and for all. And now, thanks to Dan Pilla, you can get the tax help you need to end your tax nightmare.
Hi, I'm Dan Pilla. I've helped thousands of people reduce or eliminate tax debts they couldn't pay. And after more than 30 years of experience dealing with the IRS, I can tell you there's no such thing as a hopeless tax case. With the IRS's new policies, it's easier than ever to put your tax debt behind you once and for all. Call now at 800-346-6829 to learn how I can help you. You know your IRS debt will not go away by itself, but you don't have to live in fear anymore. Call 800-346-6829. Learn how I can help you eliminate wage and bank levies, release tax liens, and negotiate a settlement with the IRS that will put your tax nightmare behind you forever. Call 800-34-NO-TAX or go to my website, taxhelponline.com. That's taxhelponline.com.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
We are the premier independent talk radio network, the Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
We're back on the Brightside. 855-660-4261 is our number. Dave in Michigan, a couple of things for your friend. As I was saying before we went to our break, the sicker you are, the faster you turn it around. The more weight you need to lose, the faster you lose the weight. And that's a really good news. So your friend sounds really sick. So the good news is he can turn this thing around really quickly. So number one, you want to tell the body it's safe. You do that with good nutrition, especially liquid nutrients. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine is a must-have for a guy with that kind of all those things going wrong in his body, with that kind of disease process going on, if you will. The blood pressure thing is the blood clotting thing is also very troubling. The blood will clot when the body is under stress. I've said this so many times, I'll say it again. Blood clotting is one of the ways the body protects itself from hemorrhaging to death, from bleeding to death. So anytime you have a blood clotting issue, you have some kind of major stressor that's getting into the body. That's why the digestive system is so important to focus on, because this is the main source of dirt that gets into the body that triggers this emergency response that shows up as blood clotting. So focusing on digestive health, super, super, super important. Fasting, eliminating problem foods, as well as using liquid nutrients like the BTT and bone soup and vegetable soups and vegetable juices. Now, if you want to lose weight really quickly for your friend Dave, or anybody really, replace refined carbohydrates, flour, bread, pasta, processed potato foods, etc. Potatoes themselves can be problematic, but certainly potato chips and French fries and any kind of processed potato foods are really problematic because you don't get the peel, you don't get the fiber. Replace calories that you're getting in from those kinds of foods with protein, especially whey protein if you can handle it, or egg protein. Whey and egg are a little bit difficult for the body to handle. If you can't do whey and egg, you can do hemp seed protein, meat and fish protein as well. But the point is you want to replace your intake of fast-burning carbohydrate foods with protein. That way, number one, your body won't have to deal with all these fast-burning sugars, and that alone will make a big difference. But more importantly, you'll hit your satiety buttons, your satisfaction buttons, and you won't have to worry about willpower as much. The combination of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, that is micro, small nutrients, and protein, and also coconut oil, by the way, and fats, good fats, essential fatty acids as well as coconut oil fats. The combination of all three of those, protein, good fats, and micronutrition through the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, will make it so much easier to wean yourself away from the fast-burning carbohydrates, and that alone will make a huge difference in weight, in helping him lose weight. That's the guy, I think he said 5'7" or 5'9", and 210. 5'9", 210. So he could probably stand to lose 30 or 40 pounds easily. And that alone, by the way, just coconut oil, Beyond Tangy Tangerine, whey protein like the One World Whey, and then weaning himself off of the pasta and the breads and the potatoes and the processed refined carbohydrates. That alone will have him. He'll lose 20 pounds in a couple of weeks just like that if he just does that alone. Then the intermittent fasting, the deep breathing, and the rest of the Mighty 90 would probably be really important for him as well. Let's see if there's anything else I could tell you to do. Very, very small amounts, very tiny amounts of intense workouts, like maybe 30 seconds to 60 seconds once a day, twice, maybe 3-4 times a week kind of thing to stimulate muscle building and fat burning. That might be also helpful for him as well, but only 30 or 60 seconds in bursts.